mounting an all-out offensive display. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. He missed with that jab. Well done with that counter shot. Back and forth they go. The straight right just misses. Nice counter. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
If you're fighting a counterpuncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counterpunchers, they're watching you every move, that every twitch.
How about that time counter shot? Just missing with the uppercut. Beautiful counter punch. Tyson Fury just got buzzed. His eyes don't look good. Body language is bad. He could go down. And right back into the fray.
Bing Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter shot. Nice counter shot. When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. Typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move, stick and move.
Outside fighters create so much unpredictable movement, move left to right, box forward, box backwards. You don't know if they're going to attack or defend. Nightmare fighters.
Good counter punching. And this is incredible action from both of these heavyweights. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
I need to get back out there. Nice round, good round.
And there's the bell to start round two. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Threw the uppercut but did not score. When you're at a reach disadvantage, you want to get out of the middle of the ring and push your opponent against the ropes.
You have got long arms and you're the bigger fighter. You've got to keep him out there because you're not good at fighting up close and personal. Very, very good fighters can do that. Very, very good big fighters can do that. But use the jab, use the reach, and use that endless shot power.
And he misses with the left uppercut. Nice work to block that left uppercut. It's nothing but air on that left uppercut. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Well, we know what the game plan is going to be for this fighter. He's got to stick and move. Hold it right there. if there's anyone that can get out of trouble, it's Muhammad Ali. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought this...
And before they get knocked down, they choose to go down on their own and take a knee.
That must have really dented the ego. You don't want your opponent to see you do that.
Misses with that jab. Catch and shoot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about fury in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Relax. Do it. Now it's a tougher fight, and he's going to be confident. You've got to start missing. Great, right. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight, and then just start gathering your pace. Win this game.
And there's the bell for round 3. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
A perfect counter shot. Both want the knockout. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. There's a counter shot. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite-level stuff here.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Punch, counter punch. That counter shot lands. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And he scores with the counter. No rest for the weary. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Oh, and Tyson Fury just got rocked. This could be it. Tyson Fury, one of the great heavyweight champions. How are they still standing?
It's been a tough round.
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. And Tyson Fury just got clipped. The big fella might be in big trouble. Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! Tyson Fury just got rocked. Do you believe this? Let's talk about Fury in that last round. At this point, you gotta believe he can't win on the scorecards. Gonna need a knockout.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Here we we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
The perfect counter lands. Tyson Fury in serious trouble. I don't see how he's going to get out. And down goes Fury. I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
A shot from the gods. Took 1, 2, 3, 4, and you continue.
Well, they're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe or do they play defense here?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Beautiful counter shot. That counter punch caught him clean. Tyson Fury just got rocked. Do you believe this? They've avoided catastrophe there.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
The only fear you have with this heavyweight is has he punched himself out? They miss with the jab. They exchange punches. He threw a punch and just got countered. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. His stamina is off the charts. Final 10 seconds. Did you see that? Oh, and Tyson Fury just got rocked. This could be it. Tyson Fury, one of the great heavyweight champions. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive and then give it back the next round.
Great work. I love that. I love that. The jab slick, just keep him on. Do you mind back on the job? That's a terrible round, that is. Come on, you let him back. One shot at a time. Set him up, but you'll take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely... Come on, switch on. Get your boxing back together. Put him back on him this round. I need you to focus on what you're doing. You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on, you've let him back into this.
Up, but you're still landing your power shots. Good work.
Get back behind your jab. Basics. Just get your rhythm back, and then we go again.
Put the fence on him and think about what you do. Good work.
Just listen, be smart when you go out there. Just take the round off. Win it.
The jab's working nice.
Time winding down as we get set for another round.
Get focused. Get your minds on the job.
Don't let him back into the fight. Great round. Just stay focused. Don't let him...
And there's the bell for round 5. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Swing and a miss with that left hook. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Throws the jab and doesn't score. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Those counter punches have to hurt. Well, Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
Good counter punch. That hook doesn't score. There's a score. Hold that thought! And Tyson Fury just got clipped. The big fella might be in big trouble. I thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fire.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Nice counter punch. That's a lot of swelling. The referee taking a good look at it. Is he going to stop it? This fight will continue. Despite what the judges score. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's on to the 6th round. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
The straight right just misses. Jab does not score. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Those counter punches have to hurt. That counter punch caught him clean. The perfect counter lands. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Quick punch scores. Time they throw a shot, they get countered. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. When are we going to see a jab from these two? That counter punch caught him clean. The stamina is off the charts. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Good counter punching. still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Stamina is always an issue in a prize fight.
It's when you talk about championship.
Here comes round 7. How much do they have left in the tank after that last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
They exchange punches. Well, Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
God, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brain.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? What a punch! A perfect counter shot. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You just got to use brain there.
Beautiful counter punch. Can't find a home with that jab. Good counter punch. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. We'll see how much endurance these two fighters have.
There's a lot on the line here.
Let's go out there. Let's reset.
Round 8, and we're off again. Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. He threw a punch and just got countered. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
A lot of effort being exerted here. The jab not finding its target. Wanted to land the left hook, but was not successful. The straight right just misses. The referee taking a look here, and if the fighter can't see, the fighter can't fight. And they're calling it there.
Too early, too early. Should have let him get stuck in with it.
Another TKO win here, Johnny. What's next?
What's next? A TKO makes it so confusing because you think, what would have happened if the fight carried on? These guys are going to have to do it all over again.